So guys, northern youths are out to attack Christians. We know that the northern imams have been instigating some of their members to go out and fight. There was this video of an imam preaching to his audience, telling them to go out and fight, though he was speaking in Hausa, but people interpreted that. But you need to see what is happening now. They are already planning attacks on Christians. You can imagine. Now northern Christians are raising alarm. Just take a look at this.
Christians living in northern Nigeria are being threatened as we speak. Muslims in northern Nigeria want to kill the Christians in northern Nigeria.
duk wani bahaushen mu da sai yana kure tattaro ya dawo gida yaki za a yi fa in qataluukum faqtuluhum kadhalika jazaa'ul kafirin na rantse muku da girman Allah idan ku fada kuke mu da ma muna sakwata kuma sakwata ne tushen farawa mu za mu fara sai ku karasa din mu za mu taso rigima insha Allah daga karshe sai ku kama mana idan za ku iya kama mana ku bari ku ji za mu kashe ku na rantse muku da girman Allah ni a shirye nake duk wanda yake jin ya shirya yanzu mun magana mu je mu tattauna mu sami tun mu ga yaushe wata rana za mu fita operation tunda haka kuke so a yi tunda haka kuke so a yi sai a yi daga nan Sokoto za mu fara kona su muna fara kashe su tukunna sai Kano a dauka daga nan a wuce Jos duk inda wani kafiri yake za mu kwalkwalo shi mu yanka shi wallahi za mu kwalkwalo shi mu yanka shi yawa wannan shine gobe sallah ko bikin sallah ma ba za a yi ba bikin sallah ma ba za a yi ba.
Muslims in northern Nigeria want to kill the Christians in northern Nigeria. I am saying this thing now. If you need to forward this message to security agencies, if they are pretending that they don't know what is happening on the social media, forward it to them. I have gotten death threats for simply coming out to talk about the Uromi killing. I wasn't justifying it though. I said it is wrong. And somebody said, if they blow whistle, he will kill me first. Because I am a Christian. And because people who killed their brothers in Uromi are Christians. Who told you that Uromi does not have a mixture of Christian and Muslims? These are the conversations that we need to have in northern Nigeria. I try to promote peaceful coexistence in northern Nigeria, showcase the most beautiful part of northern Nigeria in the best way I can. But in situations like this, I will lend my voice to say the Muslims in northern Nigeria are not doing justice to this. I see a lot of you come out to say this is condemnable. Oh yes, the government should take action. You are giving the government ultimatum to take action. It is good. It is fantastic. Can you also touchlight those Muslims who are inciting violence in their localities? We who live in comfortable areas, who do not live in the slums, are not going to face most of these things. But people who will face it are those ones who live in the slums. Before security agencies get to them, things beyond our control would have happened. People come out now with knives on social media to say they are going to kill Christians. And I'm not seeing anybody say anything about it. Nobody is justifying the killing in Uromi. I did not justify it, but I was said, like, people... is here on my comment section. I will post some of them so you can see. Welding knives and saying they are ready. Ready to do what? Gone are those days that in northern Nigeria you have religious crisis. Now, it can never happen again. That one-sided, people are going to be killing another person to a lie. No, it's gone. It's gone. In Plateau State, it has happened. In Kanu, it has happened. The very moment you hear an event happen in one place, it picks up in northern Nigeria. Because our people are not educated. They don't even know what's happening. The very moment somebody just tell them, see, they've killed people somewhere, they are trying to attack Islam, finish. People are fighting. A lot of Christians are afraid to live within some communities in northern Nigeria. Because any small thing now, they will come and kill you. Oh, we'll come and kill you, we'll come and kill you. I've lived 6 years in Kano. I live peacefully with Muslims. These ones I'm seeing on TikTok, I don't see them because me and them do not mingle in the same circle. But I see them on TikTok here. And guess what? There are people who are within their localities, who are Christians, that are vulnerable. Nigerian government, this is them for you to take action. No? Don't sit down, fold your arms until this thing happens. These people do not understand we are taking action. These people do not understand we are taking... Go out and clear warning. Say, don't come out or do anything. That's what we want. I beg. Let this message spread. The lives of Christians in northern Nigeria is in danger. And one thing I know that is going to happen is there's going to be a retaliation, because if Muslims start to attack Christians in northern Nigeria, Christians will retaliate. Please, let us do the needful. There are a lot of things we need to uncover about northern Nigeria. I am trying every day, one topic at a time, to educate people about northern Nigeria. But one thing I'm telling you for now, this is a whistle blowing. This is fire alarm. Do with this information what you will. I don't talk my own.
Nigerians, I want to thank God for each one of you, and I want to celebrate with our Muslim Ummah for their Idul Kabir, the Salah celebration that is ongoing. At the same time, we commiserate with the family of those individuals that were killed in Orome, and also ask that God Almighty will comfort all the families of the bereaved. But at the same time, I want to ask that you share this message if you are gotten the opportunity to connect with this message. That we Nigerians, and especially northern Nigeria, I want to speak especially to the northern Nigerians. Every time there is a little provocation, every time there is a little situation that happens, whether it is a crisis in Gaza, whether it's a crisis in Palestine, whether it is something that is happening in another country, some of the Muslim young men and women always will go after the Christians. There is a video that is circulating right now in the north. I have to speak to a lot of leaders, especially in the north, that we need to come together at this time, begin to deal with these wicked, let me use the word, brainless young men and women among us. Because these are not people that should be allowed to roam around the streets in northern Nigeria. They have threatened to kill Christians in the next few hours, and they have said that if nothing is done in 48 hours, they will begin to burn churches and burn Christian houses. I want to say this, that we are northerners. We are northerners. I was a Muslim before I became a Christian. But that does not mean that my father, will go after me and take the sword and cut off my neck. We are living peacefully with my entire family, both Muslims and Christians. And so you cannot continue to threaten us the slightest thing. You going after Christians, you abuse Christians and all of that. I want to say, even though it's painful to lose the people that we have lost, I have participated in funerals where some invaders have come here, where in this city where I am, over 200 people have been massacred, 200 Christians. And we go conduct the funeral of these Christians, and we never came up to say, let's go after the Muslims. This and this, we will attack the Muslims. We all came together. The last killing that was done, Muslims and Christians came together in Jos, and we stood against these killers. You cannot continue to threaten Christians at the slightest provocation. And I want to say this to every Christian: protect yourself and wise up. Open your eyes and make sure you don't allow anybody come around because of your faith in Christ to say that you don't deserve to live. The blood that flows in us is the blood of a northerner. We didn't choose to be northerner. God made us to be northerner. Forever and ever, nobody, our population as Christians and Muslims in the north is equal population. And so there's nothing that anybody should think that you're more northerner than any other person. And so I ask our Muslim brothers and Christian brothers and sisters to join us together to fight against these evil people that call themselves imams and propagating violence and bloodshed. This must stop. We're enjoying peace. We're enjoying peace in all the northern states, and we cannot allow anybody to bring a religious crisis in the nation, and especially in the north. We've gone through enough pain. Naso noroke enwo musulmai. Awon abun da ta faru na mutanen da aka kashe su a nan Edo. Abun ta faru. Allah ubangiji Allah ya ta'aza ya comforting kowane family da suka yi losing yan wansu. amma at the same time ina so na mana magana cewa akwai wayansu da suka tashi cewa in gwamnati ba ta yi abin da ya kamata ta yi ba za su fara kashe kristoci kuma kone ikkilisiyoyi. To bari na gaya mana dukkanmu 'yan arewa ne, a gidan ubana da krista da musulmai muna zaman tare, muna kuka tare, muna dariya tare, muna ci abinci tare. Gidanmu duk ubanmu da rayuwarmu mun fara a cikin musulunci, na zama krista, amma duk da haka muna tare, muna rayuwa tare. Ba wanda yake ne ya ce wai shi arewa na musulmi ne, in ba musulmi ba wanda zai rayuwa. Dukkanmu 'yan wane za mu yi rayuwa tare. Me yasa wayan ga abubuwa ba sa faruwa a Chadi? Me yasa wayan ga abubuwa ba sa faruwa a Niger? Me yasa wayan ga abubuwa ba sa faruwa a Benin? Me yasa wayan ga abubuwa ba sa faruwa a Kamaru? Sai nan arewacin Nigeria. Me yasa? Abin da karanta faru a Gaza, abin ta faru a nan a London, sai a zo nan kan ana kakashe juna, a kashe musulmai, a kashe krista. To karshen shi ta zo. Wanda ya ce zai tashi ya kashe kowane krista, to bari na gaya maka ubangiji Allah ba zai barka ba, kuma mu ba za mu barka ba. Kar wani ya ji tsoron wani. Arewacin Najeriya namu ne tare, da krista da musulmai za mu yi zama tare mu taimake juna. Bari ubangiji Allah ya taimake mu. Kuma ina so na gaya ma kowane krista, kar ku yi faɗin gaba, kar ku yi tsoron komai, kar ku yi tsoron kowa. Nan arewacin nan Najeriya naku ne, naku ne. Ba wanda yake da arewacin Najeriya cewa nasu. Kuma in ubangiji Allah yana so kowa ya zama musulmi, yana da iko ya canza kowa ya zama musulmi. In Allah yana so kowa ya zama krista, Allah yana da iko ya saka kowa a cikin arewacin Najeriya ya zama krista. Amma Allah ya haɗa mu da krista, da masalanta, da wanda suna bauta ma gunki. Duk da haka ubangiji Allah ya ajiye mu tare. Kar kowa ya tashi ya samani cewa shi ne ya fi sani addini. To ba za mu bari ba. Mu yi zaman lafiya, mu ci gaba da addu'a, kuma mu ci gaba da roƙon ubangiji Allah ya nuna mana alherinsa. Bari ubangiji Allah ya taimake mu duka. Amen. As you get this message, I will want you to share it to every Nigerian, and especially to every northerner, because we need to help one another to free ourselves from this wickedness. We have enjoyed peace, and this peace we must maintain it by every means.
Let me also correct one impression here. It was not a one-sided thing that happened in Oromi. Right. When these people were stopped, they said they were going to go in to search the vehicle because they had local information that they were actually carrying arms. So in the process of struggling to go inside, one of them stabbed one of the vigilante guys. So in the process of that, hell was let loose.
Why is nobody telling us that part? Why? Why is nobody?
Let me also correct one impression here. It was not a one-sided thing that happened in Oromi. Right. When these people were stopped, they said they were going to go in to search the vehicle because they had local information that they were actually carrying arms. So in the process of...
Very dark man, you need to apologize to the people of Edo State because you have joined the Northerners to push the wrong narrative. First of all, very dark man, I want to ask you a question. Let's say your mother is a farmer in Uromi, and then in your own presence, you follow your mother to the farm. Up to 8 or 7 armed Fulani terrorists, because that's what they are. Fulani terrorists rape your mother in front of you. These people's dick are uncircumcised. They rape your mother, and then you take your mother from one hospital to the other. Will you take this thing lightly? And then the same thing happens to your neighbor. They kidnap your neighbor and ask for outrageous sum of money. And your neighbor don't have that kind of money. They kill your neighbor. Your friends are being kidnapped. Your friend's father is being shot dead in his own farm. Your friend's mother is being raped. Or your younger sister of 16 or 13 is being raped by uncircumcised dick Fulani headsmen. Will you come out and talk like this and say, those people, Uromi people, those people you killed, you burnt alive, it's injustice? You say you investigate things, your evidence are always oh, look at these 5 seconds videos. You watch 5 seconds videos of an entire event, and then you judge by 5 seconds videos. Is it because you are not seeing 5 seconds videos online of these Fulani people killing our people, raping our women? But let me tell you why you are not seeing videos of these Fulani people killing our people. One, most of these people that Fulani are killing are elderly people. They are not social media freaks. Most of them don't even use camera phones. Most of them, they use camera phones. They don't know how to operate them. These are mothers, age 50, age 40, age 60, age 70. These are fathers. They don't even know how to operate their phones. And secondly, let's say they are even Gen Zs that know how to operate their phones. If you are being attacked by gunmen, gun terrorists, your phone won't even be the first thing to think. You will be here thinking about your life. Not to take phone and record. You know you are Mr. 5 seconds. You love seeing, when you judge things by watching just 2 seconds of an entire event, of daily events that happens. Every day you judge it with 2 seconds. I have never been your fan, and I can never be a fan of a man that judge things with 5 seconds. Do you see how stupid you are? And you have joined the Northerners to spread false narrative. All of a sudden, Uromi people have turned to the bad people. These people have killed thousands of us. They have killed thousands daily. If they kill your mother, will you be happy? And you say burning those 16 people or 14 people alive is injustice, is inhuman? Very dark man, you are a shame to Edo State. For a very long time, Southern people has been ignored in Nigeria. It's as if Uromi people were not part of the Nigerian map. Even to an extent, even the same Edo State, some Bini people still count us out. But that's a story for another day. No Nigerian is a less Nigerian. We are all Nigerians. And if you want to make some people more important than other people, then divide us. Divide Nigeria to as many pieces as possible. Let the Northerners be together. Let them just stay one side. Let us Southerners, even if some people are still counting us out, inside the same South. And you have the guts, very dark man, you have the guts to say that's inhuman. I don't people are not try. You must be very stupid. Not be your fault. Where on me boy for stand? Very dark man, if you stand, you know why? We have cried for over 15 years. Same thing happening. We have cried, we have shouted. We have called the police. Police will arrest these people, we release them. Police will release them. Most of the head of police in Nigeria or in the South, they are Northerners. Northerners live in one love, one body, one voice. They know they use each other play. If Nigeria police really know what they are doing, they will know that these people are terrorists. They are not innocent. They are killing our people. Even the traditional ruler, King of Uzea, has paid ransom for more than 3 times. Watch this video. You know, Mr. Very Dark Man, you're a 10 seconds man. You are a 10 seconds man. You watch 10 seconds of an event and just watch this one. Let me feed you small with your food.
If our women, our wives go to farm, they rape them. At times they will set them ablaze. Me in particular, I paid ransom 3 times to Fulani men. They kidnapped my elder sister. They've also kidnapped 2 people from this palace. Even last month, I paid ransom also. To even sleep in this place is by the grace of Almighty.
Now, this is even
to
just small
access
one.
This road, you need to get security.
Is it the motion that one of our representatives, one of our honorable raised, Honorable Audio Koje?
I represent the good people of Esan Northeast and Southeast Federal Constituency. I'm from Edo State. I rise here this morning to move the urgent need for intervention in the escalating rate of insecurity in Esan Northeast and Southeast Federal Constituency. The level of insecurity in Esan Northeast and Esan Southeast Federal Constituency of Edo State has reached a critical juncture, with persistent and increasing incidents of killings, kidnappings, and other forms of violence. The situation has become unbearable. This has caused constituents to live in fear, especially psychological trauma, and suffer a significant decline in overall sense of security. Numerous people have been killed, and their mutilated body have been recovered, showing signs of organ harvesting. Mr. Speaker, deeply saddened that by the recent increase in the number of victims, including Mr. Sylvester and his mother, Mr. Kingsley Okobo, Mr. Odion Onomoemi, Mr. Ahiri, Mrs. Margaret Akbar, Mr. Monday Ika, Mr. Ebo, Mr. Hiawi, the chairman of the Tippers Association.
My best friend's mom was kidnapped. His mom was kidnapped. His mom's colleague in school was kidnapped. One of my friend's family member was kidnapped. His family member was kidnapped by these Fulani herdsmen who died through the process. A friend of mine, China YBNL, look, he went to Nigeria recently. In his present, he went to Uromi. 4 of his friends were kidnapped. 4 of the people he know. For Ikorokoro, and you have the guts, very dark man, to say, don't people not try? Because you are not seeing 10 seconds video, Mr. 10 seconds man.
The killing of travelers in Uromi in Edo State has been the top of the news. But then today I am going to present it to you in a very different way that you have not seen it. And probably you are going to see the way you have contributed negatively to this killing, or probably the way somebody that you know have contributed negatively. Then I will also talk about the solution, the lasting solution. Me, I always go for lasting solution. The first thing I want to talk about is, please don't bring emotions here. You may not like what I will say here, or you may like what I say. But please, I want you to be logical. I want you to listen to it logically. Because I'm going to tell you the real truth here, the right thing, the exact thing that happened. What has occurred that they didn't tell you. Right? The first thing is transfer of aggression is the real thing that happened right there in Uromi. If you observe, it has occurred that the same people of that Uromi has protested before because of herdsman killing, the Fulanis killing them, raping their women and all that. That is what is present in the news. Okay? Now, to anybody, you know, sometimes it is easy for you to take decision based on the fact that you are in the other side. But if you switch the coin, right? Let's see how it is going, your reaction is going to be like. For anybody that have find itself in such situation, for any place, right, any community, it is very easy for them to transfer the aggression when they see people that are similar. How existing anger, they immediately transfer it into these people and they kill them in a very, very, very dangerous way, in a humiliating way. Okay? Now, what is the background story that I want you to understand a little bit? That is why I say don't bring in emotion. First of all, if you have been following, you will see that there have been videos of Fulanis going to people's farm, cutting their cassava and give it to their cows to feed. Their cow is their investment. The Fulanis, their cow is their investment. Then the people's cassava is their own investment. So it means they are destroying other people's investment in order to build their own investment. But what happened? If you bring up such videos to the internet, what happened is that the northerners, right, will try to justify it, saying that they're saying all sorts of things just to justify it. While the West and other places, right, they will try to what? Say how evil it is and other, which means two people, two different regions, right, cannot agree on the reality. All of us are playing around it. And I'm taking you to somewhere why the government will never take us serious. All right? Then the next thing is, look at the reactions of this incident from the south and the north and other parts. You see that the northerners are condemning it so much. It's so dangerous. But the Southerners, when they condemn it, they will bring in previous incidents that are occurred, but they will now say, okay, look at them, they have this Fulanis, they have done this, they have done this, they have done this before, which means they are not really condemning it as the people in the north are condemning it. Right? Now, I'm taking you somewhere. Now, the next thing is, what is the solution? What is the solution? The solution is very simple and very difficult to effect it. Almost all of us know, but it is very difficult to effect. The first thing is, we need to agree on evil, irrespective of the region we are. If you are from the north, if there is an evil, it is an evil. You don't care who is involved. What you worry about is, this thing is evil and it should be fighted. We should collectively fight it. If a Fulani man come out with video on the internet tomorrow that, okay, this video is cutting people's cassava and all that, we should collectively fight it and ensure that that Fulani man is brought, the guy is punished under the law. If a Southerner, like it happened now, let's all agree, it doesn't have to be only north or south or east. Let's all agree and fight it the same way we fight the Fulani man. If something happened to Muslims that is bad, either government or whatever, let's all Muslims and Christians come together and fight it as evil. This is an evil thing and we disagree with this. If something happened to the Christian, let's all of us come together and fight it as evil, that this is evil and we cannot tolerate it. If there is an injustice to some people, a group of people, let's say for instance now, what is happening with Shia people, right? What is happening with them now? It happens that you are not among them, but it is clear that this is an injustice. For instance, I'm just saying an instance, I'm not sure it is the lawyers that can decide this, right? Let's all fight it. It doesn't matter, you are not a Shia, you are a Sunni, you are a Tariqa, you are a Christian, you are what. Let's all condemn it. The reason for this is this. The reason for this is that if we are always taking side because that side is not favoring us, then anytime that there is a switch, right? Let's say for instance, if now they are doing it with, let's say, Shia, and the Shia, is an oppression. It is clear, for instance, that what they are doing, the Shia people are doing is right, is that the government is oppressing them. And you are siding with government because you are not a Shia member. Tomorrow, when the government come for you, Shia will also side with the government. Next tomorrow or any other day, when the Shia come for Christians, we, the most other Muslims, will also side with the government. And that is how it will continue. We will not be able to get effective solution to the problems we have in Nigeria. If something happened to Muslims, let CAN, the Christian Association of Nigeria, come out and defend and say it, then they should condemn it. They should work tirelessly as well to see that if it is government that is oppressing Muslims or this, let's all come out together and fight it. If it is Christian that is being oppressed, the Association of Muslims should work hard in order to ensure there is justice. Justice doesn't have religion. It doesn't matter you are a Muslim, you are a Christian. It doesn't matter if you are a Shia, you are whatever. It doesn't matter if you are from the south or you are from the north. If you do not collectively focus on fighting justice, what will happen is that each time there is need for people to come together and fight injustice, there is going to be division. And once there is division, that is where the government is going to be using, and that is how they are going to continue to destroy the country. Had it been that Muslims, not Christians, the Northerners, the Easterners, and the Westerners used to fight collectively for common problem like this, when this incident happened now, when everybody come out, those people from that Uromi, they will nearly run away. And people will not try it again. This is it. The division is what is causing everything that is going on. I remember Muhammad Ilyas Pada
I always see, I just need to get this off my chest. And I hope politicians are listening. This whole foolish pampering of the North, it needs to stop. I personally don't know what the Edo State governor is doing in Kanu and Kaduna. Whether I go buy Usa Granite or get another thing where go do that. No one believes you go there. Because that will not be like that will not be like a condolence. It be like say you go beg them. I don't have an issue with you doing father figure. But I beg, as you they beg them. Hope you they tell them what these people they do for you. Hope you they remind them what their brothers and sons, the kind of crime when they commit for you. You they hope you tell them. Up from the president to the least politician. I don't understand the foolish pampering of the North. Yeah, you go talk rich, they go say you they support jungle justice, but God forbid. I'm only saying things the way they are. I fulfill to why say Hausa people know their social media. So you people want to tell me that you have this much mobility on social media, but choose to keep quiet when we complain about insurgents, about Fulani herdsmen. You keep quiet like say you don't know what they talk. No, I'll go and kill all of you now. You keep quiet. And then hear this lady voice. They do papa. You can talk now. You cannot watch the video. Nonsense 16. But when you see people being beheaded in the farms, you keep quiet. You are mad. All of you nonsense youths that have the chance to speak up but refuse to speak up till it's time to be biased, or go we kill all of you. It's not like this Fulani herdsmen is not affecting them in their side though. But they choose to just keep quiet for reasons best known to them. But now you all want to be activists. See, I blame the federal government, the government when I give 48 hours where I'm sound now. I'm not saying the government should not do their job, but you see this unnecessary threat. You people, it's the things of the old. Our fathers now fear una. It show me say this generation will match your madness for madness. You want to do a pressure attack, you enter Benin, your Edo State, you start killing people when they looking at their own, they say, hey, no, now go and kill now. No people know what context it means. Now get out. If one person go talk like you people will take me out of context. I'm only saying that we chose peace and love, but we are not scared of war. Okay, now they knock my motor, may you get out of my front. Come be like say one tribe get power past the full nation. They be killing people now in Enugu State. I don't know why the governor of Enugu State have not made PIM. Fear not let them talk. Women have been protesting for weeks. Fulani herdsmen. Gone to Bayelsa. Even Delta State here. Managarats. I beg you, my sympathies with the families about this. Hey, fear. It needs to stop. Everybody, mount your guards. I know, mushi.
So guys, Nigerians, we cannot sit down and allow these things to happen. We cannot sit down and allow this country to be burnt down. The Tinubu's government is not ready to help. You know, they are just after their own political gain. Tinubu cannot come out to talk. Tinubu cannot address the nation. Tinubu cannot intervene. Since Nigerians have been shouting about the Fulani herdsmen, I tell you, none of these government officials, you know, none of them came out to speak to the northerners to caution the Fulani herdsmen that go about with arms, you know, and attack people. They sleep with women that do not belong to them and all kinds of things. Nobody is coming out to checkmate their excesses. They move into cities, move on streets, you know, mess up everywhere, go into people's farms, eat up their crops and all that. And at the end of the day, they will buy the people. Don't forget about the guy from Bauchi State who has been handed over death penalty because he bought a Fulani person. So the Fulanis are now sacred cows. They are sacred cows in this country. Some of them are not even Nigerians. You cannot touch them. You cannot do anything to them. If you do anything, the government will come out. In short, the Southerners are like slaves in this country. The South is like slaves. Don't forget that an ex-Navy chief said the best thing for Nigeria is to divide Nigeria so that the North will not impose their religion on the South and they will not force the South to serve their God. Now, all these things we are seeing, the Fulanis are out to take over the South. You know, we were thinking with the Tinubu's government that things are going to be better, but you can see Buhari is even better because Buhari came out as if you see anybody carrying AK-45, AK-47, shoot the person. But this government of Tinubu, who is afraid that the North will not support him in 2027, cannot come out to speak. Tinubu too afraid of the Northerners because of political reasons, because of political gain. Shame on this government. Shame on them. They are not there to protect government. They told us that the primary work of a government is to protect people's lives and their properties. But you can see that these people have failed Nigerians. They are not there for you and I, they are just there for themselves. Anyway, guys, it's good that all these things are happening. At least they are serving as eye-opener to Nigerians. Let me know what you think about this in the comment section below. Please don't forget to subscribe to the channel, turn on the notification bell. Please give this video a like so that YouTube can recommend it to others, and drop your thoughts on what is happening in Edo State and all the attacks that the North is already trying to go out to attack the Christians. What do you think? Don't you think this is going to inflame and become a bigger thing, because they are already threatening that they are going to start attacking churches? Nigerians, it's time for you to lend your voice. Call Tinubu, call him out, call the NSA, Rabadu, call them out, call the security chiefs, call them out. They should come out and know and talk to these their northerners for them to take caution over their plans against Christians. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Thank you.